Hi, Patreon backers and everyone else. I'm Jonathan J. Reinhardt from Wargaming Recon, and today I'm coming at you with two unboxings in this video. And then not the usual gaming thing, but they're items that have been made possible by the support of our Patreon backers. So if you're watching this, you probably are a Patreon backer. You're a member of Wargaming Recon Army, and I wanted to show you some of the things that we've been able to do with your support this month. So this is October 2017. I was able to use the proceeds that Patreon gathered. You know, they collect your pledges at the beginning of every month, and it's for the month previous. So these are actually some things that we were able to use money for from September 2017 to do now. So first, I want to show you this thing, which is something that was unexpected. It's called a Blendx, is the name of the company. It's a professional microphone stand, even though they spell it incorrectly. And we got a part number right down here. And so this is actually really neat. So it's what they call a boom microphone stand. You look at the picture. Let's see, right over here, nice and close. So that's what it looks like on the box. Amazon had this at a heavy discount. And I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll pick it up because it was super cheap. It was one of their lightning deals. We have instructions here for how to do it. And let's open it up. And after we do, I'll tell you why I thought it was a good idea to pick it up. So it came the other day. I haven't opened it. I haven't looked at it. Get all those pieces out. So I can't talk a whole lot about it. But I can tell you what I do know about it. It comes with a shock mount, a microphone shock mount. And here's one. It comes with the boom arm, and a boom arm is so called because here's the bottom. You put it in and it bends. It booms out. So I can boom out as far as I need to, but it goes on your desktop. So the idea being you get it to where you want, and you adjust it with these knobs on the side to tighten them and untighten for whatever your needs are. And things just slide in and they lock and so forth. I'm told good things about this. So this just happens to slide right in and you tighten it up like so. You need a microphone clip, which is actually this, because the microphone goes inside here. And this screws onto here. So it's not heavy duty, right? It's not going to be top of the line or anything like that. You can see as I'm just kind of screwing it on right now. Now you might be thinking, what am I going to use this for, right? Because if you've seen any of the live videos that we've done, you've seen lately I've been using the Blue Yeti microphone, which was a purchase I was able to get because of backer support. And it has its own stand. It's very heavy duty because the mic is a monster. It's huge. It's very, very heavy. It's not going to fit in this, right? But that's okay. So I have another mic that I haven't used in ages that will fit in this. It's actually one of the things that it's intended for. And I'm just going to keep on screwing this in because I might as well do that while I have you guys here. And that is this mic. I've had this for a while. It's an ATR-2100, which means nothing to most people. It's supposed to be, emphasize supposed to be, a really good entry-level mic. I paid like 45 bucks for back in the day. This mic you can hold like this. See on the bottom, this means stuff to podcasters. Has a connection right here. It's a higher quality XLR. Or you can plug it in USB. It comes with its own mic stand. You can even unscrew this top mic clip up here and put it on something. Or you can use this as a base. It's a tripod. As you see, that we just angled down, but it's sturdy enough, but it's not great. And of course, it's going to get in your way. So I thought this would be handy because I'm supposed to be able to get this right into the mic. And I think you just kind of pull the stuff around. A shock mount, in case you don't know, isolates the mic. So if you tap on the table, you're not going to hear the reverberations. It's not going to mess it up. So it's kind of the cage. It has some components here that I don't know what they all are. I got to look them up. This comes with a desk clamp, so you can clamp it to your desk and just tighten it. It's a washer. Now this is another reason why I wanted to get it right here as I open it up. So you're looking at this, and actually I think this is what this is for, because this bends. Not tons, but it'll bend. It's supposed to. So this goes just like that. And this is a clip that you can put your smartphone in. And I believe this goes, I'm not sure where, I gotta look that up. But you can put your smartphone in and it'll hold it. And mine's a little heavy, but it's supposed to hold it. So that you can shove it on the end of it. And the idea is you can use these to do YouTube Live. But I was thinking I could even have show notes on them. So I can put that on, I get everything together. It comes with another cool piece of equipment I'm pulling out right now. That's pretty cool. And this is a pop filter. You can make these cheap at home, pantyhose, wire hanger. And the reason why you use them, you want them in front of your mouth. So when you say words that have a B or a P in them, they're called plosives. And you might not be able to tell, but they're hard to sound. So if you put your hand in front of your mouth like this and go ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, your hand, you'll feel, especially on the palm, has a lot of air pressing against it. And that, into a microphone, sounds like bang, 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 bang. And you don't want that. Same with P's. Pa, 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 ba, 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 ba. You feel. So these diffuse. Pa, 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 pa. And you can't really feel it. Whereas pa, 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 you can. So if you see me at a show, a convention, ask me to pull out a pop filter and do the test, and you'll tell. So that goes, in front, and all gets hooked up and everything. And there actually are instructions on the back that'll teach me how to do all the things that I need to do. And apparently I had this in here wrong. That doesn't seem like it makes sense either. Well, anyway, so it helps if you read instructions. It goes like so. This is much more secure than how I had it. And then it hooks on and you can do whatever. So that is one piece of equipment I wanted to show you. The Blendx microphone stand. I'm told good things about it. It's cheap. It was cheap. So I'm not expecting a whole lot out of it, to be honest. You get the crinkling. Sorry about that. So that's that. We'll pull the ATR-2100 out. Look at all these. So this is something for me to properly assemble when I don't have all of you watching. But that's something I will do. So we'll put that off the camera to the side with all its components and everything. So the hope is I can then use ATR-2100 for other things. Maybe I can do YouTube Live. And it plugs as is right now. It plugs into a computer. So it has a USB. This goes into the computer. This goes into the back of the microphone. And you can't plug that into your phone. My phone, it doesn't have a thing. But they sell adapters. So you can go from this to here. So that I can then have this. And I can be talking and having things set up. So I can YouTube Live, have this in the mic stand, and I can be looking at it. So I'm looking at my phone right here, and it would be like you looking at me with better quality. Because right now, even when I do these unboxings, I'm not using my good mic. And I could be, but I'm not. I'm using the mic built into my webcam, which is decent. But the reason why I use it is because I push the computer way back, so we're way back from the wall, so I have lots of table space. Which is why I'm going to show you the next thing. So a while ago, I talked about, maybe not in a video, I don't remember, but I talked about having trouble not having enough ports. So I've got a USB hub. It's a Sabrent USB hub. I plug it into my computer, which I will do now because I want to show you something. So I'm just plugging it in and set up the camera. So you see, here's the Sabrent USB hub. And I can press these buttons and they turn them on. And the great thing about that is I can plug stuff in. So normally when I do recordings with guests, episodes of the show, I have this plugged into the computer, which is this one, and then this is the webcam. But instead of the webcam being plugged in here, I usually plug it in to this so that I can turn it on and off. And that way I have my little hub right here plugged in for my mouse. And then I also have this plugged in. And we can get nice and close and have all of that going. So the hub is a great thing to have. I was very excited to get it. It was cheap. It was like 12 bucks, 13 bucks, something like that. Very, very handy. And it makes doing the podcasting easier, especially when I'm at a show, at a convention, and doing something live. It helps with that. So I just plug it in, and I get everything plugged in together. I hate having all these dongles and hubs and adapters and stuff plugged in because you end up with all this crud plugged in, and there's your computer. But this is a necessity, so that's good. One thing you might also be interested in, this is a Joby GorillaPod. And I should say a lot of these things I've gotten on Amazon, so I'll have links in the description below or on the Patreon page posting so you'll be able to see. They will be affiliate links. But this is great because it's, the GorillaPod has very, very many different versions. But this is one specifically for a smartphone. You can literally bend this many different ways because of all these points of articulation. You can bend it around a tree, around your arm. But what I like to do is I use this so I can then position this on the table and take pictures of miniatures. So I angle it as such. The camera's right over here, and angle it here, and I can do the camera, and you get it how you want. So you can get a nice close-up shot. I used to have something, it was a Bluetooth little clicker that synced with my phone, and then I could get the camera app up, and I could use it, and I could even record video with it, so that way I could have the day, and I wouldn't touch it, because I have shaky hands, and if I'm taking a picture, I inevitably go like this, so then you get a little bit of shake, which on here would be like this, right? And that's part of the great thing about having one of these. GorillaPod makes them for just regular cameras and camcorders, so you don't have to use that. And then I believe I can also unscrew this part. And I can. So then I just have the base here, and I can actually do this with the webcam, which is great. And we're going to do that right now. So the webcam, as you see, we get a little inception. It goes on. My monitor is a little shaky because I've had some issues. But if I screw this into the GorillaPod, which I'm doing as you look at that, we just want a nice tight fit. Here we go. That's pretty, just that's as good as I'm going to get. So I can have this, hello. And you guys are looking at me there. I can stand you up. And here. So see, I'm looking at my computer screen because that's how I normally have it. But I got you guys right here. So we're using the GorillaPod, which is really neat. And we can angle it down. You can see stuff. And it's pretty stable. Unlike on the computer, if I touched it, you'd be like, "Arr." Whereas here, I can touch, and it's not really anything. And I'm looking over here. It looks like I'm looking off camera because I'm looking at my computer because I'm used to seeing you right there, which is nuts. So we're going to keep you there while I show another piece of equipment. And if I look this way, I apologize. It's because I'm used to looking at my computer screen. So and I got another Sabrent. So this is We're going to open it. I didn't. I got to grab a hobby knife. I didn't properly open it. Probably not the intended use. But that's okay. So we're just going to cut down here because there's some tape. So you're going to forgive me while I cut that off camera. Or I can give you a nice close-up. Okay. So now we're just going to open this up. And you're probably wondering what this device is. So this is USB, come on now, a USB card reader. Micro SDHC, SDH, SDXC, sorry. But this is just a mini one. So here you see cards go in. And most people will be like, why do you need the cards, right? It's just the design. This is slight, but it opens and it plugs in to your computer or to a USB hub. So I could plug this in. Once I get it angled right, I push the button when I'm plugged in to turn it on. Although on this one, I don't want this all the way at the end because the opening's there, right? And that uses micro SD card. So I have right here the Tascam DR07. It's a field recorder. Go to people do interviews, be like, hey, how's it going? They go, oh, I'm doing really well. So it records everything on micro SD right here. I'm going to show you the card. So this is super tiny. So you would get this, and I would plug this right in to this little tiny port. See? And once you get it in, and everything's all set, it will read it. Sorry, I had it upside down. So now it's plugged in. I can put it on the computer, and it'll read it. And there's no trouble whatsoever doing that. And the thing actually has its own little its own little set of instructions. So the idea behind this, we'll just take these things out, and I'll put the micro SD card back because I don't want to lose it because it actually has stuff on it. So the idea is that we can then begin using this right here to do more field recordings, get more comfortable with it. I got to train the guys up on it because it's no use if I'm the only one who's trained on it. It's also no use, whereas I was putting it backwards. So once everyone's trained on it, you can use it. It has a dead cat. That's what we call these foam things. And get that on, and then we can go and do field recordings. And then we have this. I just plug it into the computer, and I can take the recordings right away, save them on my computer in the field. We're good to go, or bring it back and do the same thing. So let's unscrew you from the Gorilla Pod. And I want to say that those are just a few, as you get all shaped out. Those are just a few of the things that we've been able to recently do and get because of your generosity. So I want to thank all of you for your support and say thank you. We got all these cool things. We'll begin using them, make the show better and better for all of you. And you'll find links either in the description below or in the Patreon posting or the post or whatever. So you find the links, and those will bring you to Amazon so that you can get our card reader if you need it. A lot of devices use these. If you need a USB hub, these are actually really handy, or even the mic stand. So you can get that and have some use and fun with it. So thank you very much. And as always, keep on gaming.